Hey, what's up, everyone? How's it going today? Uh, Today we have a crazy show for you guys. I got a hold of Maxequation. He's going to be coming on in about 10 minutes for everyone to talk to. But until then, how's everyone doing today? Let's see those comments. Let's see spam the comments and let everyone know how it's doing today. How's my audio? Everyone, happy Saturday. It's been a great day for me here in Texas. So today, just for you guys for the show, if you guys are new, please go. Let's hit that like button right now. Let's get this out to everyone. The support from the community has been crazy. I love every single one of you guys. Thank you guys so much for getting this content out there for everyone. It means the world to me. So let's go down there. Let's hit that like button. Subscribe to me. Hit the notification bell so that way you guys don't miss out on any content. On top of that, today we're going to have Max, which is one of the developers, and then we're going to also have Michael Thompson, which is a retired NBA player for the 76ers, and he's going to come in today, and we're going to talk about a little bit about Saitama, kind of what's going on with Saitama and his goals for it, and the same thing with Max. So let's just see everyone in the chat. Who's all in here? We got Mike. We got Ellie. We got Sean. What's up, Sean? We got Christine. How's it going? We got, sorry, I don't even know how to say that name. Patrick. What's going on, Patrick? We got Vern. What's going on, Vern? So you guys, if you guys have any questions before the show starts, let's throw them in there really quick. And if you guys don't know, what's up, King of Crypto? He had a surgery for his heart, I believe. So everyone just show him some love and support out there. I know it's been going through some rough times. So King of Crypto, totally appreciate you jumping in and saying hi and what's up, man. And just know the Wolf Pack has your back, brother. And thank you so much for coming in today. Everybody, so crazy, so crazy, so crazy. Like I said, Max is running a little bit late. He's going to jump in here in a second, and we're going to be going over Saitama. But kind of before then, you guys, I'll go over a little bit of Saitama before he jumps in. So let me pull it up really quick. So you guys, this is the new website. It's been crazy. Everyone was saying there was a couple guys fudding before saying that the old website was, copyrighted and this and that, and it wasn't going to go anywhere. And look how clean this is. I mean, this just goes to show you how hard our devs are working, how hard everyone's trying to get this stuff to put out there for us. It's going to be crazy when all this stuff hits. And everything that Saitama Guru is saying is absolutely fantastic for us, you guys. I mean, he's coming out with some huge predictions for us. He's been doing a lot of work for us, you guys. So I just cannot believe how exciting everything is going to be. It's going to be insane, you guys. And like I said, we're going to get Michael Thompson in here. We're going to show Max first for a little bit. Hopefully when we get Mike, they both can say hello. And then we'll go from there, you guys. What's yo, Saitama Strong. What's up, brother? Thanks for popping in today. What's up, Coco? Hey, it's good to see you, brother. So many people in right now. I appreciate every single one of you guys. President Shill's in the house. Hey, want to say great, thank you to you too. You've been great. Appreciate everything you've been doing for me. It's been wonderful to see you push out all of our content and everything. So, thanks to the community for having our backs. It's been absolutely amazing having all these people coming in and just saying, what they feel like. And that's the important thing about this coin with Saitama, you guys, is, so many people ask me, how the project's going and this and that. You guys got to look at how strong the community is. I mean, this community is just so strong. Everyone's banding together through the good, through the bad times. And that's what it takes for cryptocurrency to make it to the next level. And everyone that's coming out that, I'm super sorry about the scam coins that people have been getting on. I know there's been a few of them, but that's why Saitama is so important, because they're leading. They are leading in the future, because there's not going to be people in the future that say, hey, you know what? I saw how successful Saitama was. They had doxed, they had doxed devs. Everything was upcoming. They were there in the community, and that's going to be the standard, you guys. That's going to be what the standard for what's coming. So we're going to get these scammers out of this space, make it safer. And that's like when Saitama comes out with what Russ said with Saitama, and they're going to have applications for other coins to be on, and those things along those lines is going to be super important. So that way, when new people come in, new investors come in, that are trying to learn crypto, it won't be as easy to get scammed, because it's been extremely tough, So everyone that's had that happen, sorry for you guys. I feel for you guys, and that's why Saitama's here. Hey, what's going on? Up all the way. What's going on, brother? So we're just waiting for Max, you guys. He's running a little bit behind schedule. I apologize. He just DM'd me, but we're going to keep the party going. Max said he was about 5 minutes behind, so he should be jumping on any minute for us. And we're going to get Max's thoughts. And we got some great questions from him. So you guys, let's do this. If you guys have any questions for Max or Michael, please let me know in the comments, and I'll write them down. I want this channel is for the community. So if you guys have questions for yourself for these guys, throw them down a couple times. Make sure that I see them, and we'll get through. So we can ask the questions we need to for these guys. If you guys have something that I haven't came up with, or something that you feel like hasn't been much, you need some more clarification on it, perfect. That's what my channel is here for. And you guys, what's going on, CM? It's good to see you here. Hey, just so everyone's been calling me the Crypto Cowboy. That's been something that's been coming around now. So if you guys like that name, the Crypto Cowboy, let me know. Maybe I'll do something in the future with it. And we'll keep going from there, you guys. So also, too, before Max gets on here, I'm definitely going to ask him this. But so you guys know, let me pull it up on my – let me pull it up here really quick for you guys. If you guys haven't seen this yet, this is huge. Russell gets on, and he says, hey, fam, six straight hours on Zoom today to secure Essential, one of the largest partnerships in cryptocurrency history. We will be a global juggernaut in the weeks to come. Also have some big time new Saitama holders today. I won't be dropping names yet. You guys. I don't know how more blatant he could be about it, but he is telling you guys he is working for us. It's absolutely just incredible. Just absolutely incredible, you guys. All the stuff that's coming out is just next level. See who's in the chat really quick. Hopefully by then Max is up. Hey, what's going on, barbecue bastard? Hey guys, let's party. Alex Andrews says Crypto Cowboy has a nice ring to it. Okay, I like it. Matthew, hey, what's going on, Matthew? Dude, I'm doing good. It's a beautiful Saturday in Texas. I got my Texas shirt on today. It's going to be an incredible stream. I cannot wait for you guys to get. There's going to be a lot of great stuff today that's going on in the show. Question: when will the Certic audit process start? So Texas from Chicago. That's a really good question. Basically, what's going to happen next is Saitama is going to come out with a beta. So when the beta comes out, they're going to go through a little bit, see, and the beta is just testing. So it's just a very simple form of the product, which would be Saitama. They'll do a little bit of testing on it, and then they'll go for Certic audit. Certic audit will go through and see, okay, how's everything processing? Where are the bugs at? Where do we need to fix things? And that could take a little time, but that's the whole thing with the Certic audit, and we'll get a little bit more into it, Max. And Max just showed up backstage. When Max gives me the thumbs up, I'll bring him on. And for everyone, I want you guys to welcome Max to the show.
Hey guys, what's going on? How's everybody doing? Hey Cody, how you doing?
Oh man, it's so good. It's so good to see you, man. I love what you're doing. Thanks for all the hard work, brother. It's been absolutely incredible. So how's your day going today, Max?
Good. Good. Like any other Saturday, I'm usually, working a lot, but I spend a little bit of time with the family in the morning, get things done, and then Most of my Saturdays are pretty much work.
Absolutely. Everyone, Maxequation is in the house. Everyone show him some love. Spam those comments. Let's get some love out there for Max. Show him how much we appreciate him. So, Max, I'm going to just start off. We're going to have a 250 billion giveaway. We're going to do that in a little bit, you guys. That's something I like to do on my channel is get back to the community. So anytime you guys see this pop up, you know there's going to be a 250 billion Saitama giveaway. Appreciate everyone being here. And just like I said, it's been a blessing. And Max, it's a blessing to have you on my show. And this is just for out there for the community. I'm a smaller channel, and this is how much these guys believe in the project and what they're doing. Is they want to come on these shows. They want to kill the FUD. They want to show what they're doing, so that way we know what to expect. Because in this kind of time that we're in is the consolidation news. Basically we're going off of stuff that the devs have promised us, and they're working on it, and that's why these guys like to be on the shows. And it's Max, I don't even know how you guys do it, honestly, because I seriously don't think you guys, there's no way you guys can sleep or anything, because it's so incredible. Like, we've been out for like 2 months and we have all this stuff, and everyone's like, I just don't think people understand the gravity of what we're in right now. So I just want to kind of start off the show as just saying, there's some new viewers probably in here. So what is your role involved with Saitama?
Sure. And, before I get into that, I just want to say thank you. And, we are working very hard behind the scenes. And you're right. We put a lot of hours into this project just because we believe in it. We really appreciate the community and everything that transpires in and around it. Honestly, I've been in other communities, and it's not the same. I don't know. It's every time that you're in the community, everybody's talking about, learning and actually getting some good information and, things that are productive rather than a sea of one Lambos. So that's refreshing to see. So, that's probably why we're putting so much effort into this, and we really believe in this project. So, thanks. But yeah, my role in Saitama, maybe I'll give you a little bit of a backstory. When I entered the project, when I first started, when I first found Saitama, it was maybe like a day old. I was playing poker with some friends, and somebody said, "Hey, you want to check this out?" It didn't have a lot of purpose and stuff. He just said, "Well, just take a look at this coin, see if there's anything that piques interest." And just saw Chad's comment.
Yeah, that's why I put it out there.
When we were in the groups and we were talking about it and seeing what direction we can set Saitama and do something good with it. After I started talking to Russell, Nam, and the faces that you see today, and some that you don't, we decided that we understood that there is a gap in cryptocurrency, and as far as the knowledge that is around it and the potential of blockchain technology, which I believe it's kind of inevitable to have blockchain or Bitcoin and everything part of the everyday life, or at least a derivative of it. I'm talking about 10, 20, 30, 50 years into the future. So at that point, I put an infrastructure together. As far as infrastructure, I mean like servers and a few other things. Put it together. So more of the technical side of Saitama. I am putting together the platform, developing Saitama along with 7 other engineers that I commissioned to get some resources behind this. And that's a little bit about me.
That's awesome, man. And it's like I said, I can't just tell you enough how much of a blessing it is to have you. So there's something I have to ask really quick. I saw this. I'm really hoping you can shed some light on it, because this has been just absolutely amazing. I understand if you can't, but I seen this tweet from Saitama Guru that basically said, "Hey, 6 hours of Zooms, essentially one of the largest partnerships in cryptocurrency history. We're going to be global juggernauts." I mean, I don't know how you couldn't get excited about that. Is there any light you can shed on that for us, so maybe we can get a little better idea what he's talking about?
Yeah, kind of. Just because we are in just conversations and talking, but you're going to see a lot of things revolving around universities and e-learning and gaming, think esports. Also think about obviously I'm assuming you saw the NBA RPA, which obviously Michael Thompson's part of, and all that stuff, and NBA players. So there's a lot of things that are moving and they're coming, and they should be here pretty soon.
Absolutely. And so for everyone that's new to the stream that doesn't know, Michael is going to be coming on shortly after Max. I'm trying to put them both in at the same time to say hello to each other. But
yeah, that'd be great to get some overlap, get a little conversation going.
Absolutely. Forewarned, if someone doesn't have a headset, it might get some echoey. So just kind of a thought process for when we go to that part. But I want to kind of jump into it, Max. And this is the new. I know it was really killing me because I saw you on Jake's stream and I was like, oh man, he pulled the trigger before I could get to you. So it was awesome. I love the stream. So I'm not going to cover the same things that he covered, of course, but I want to kind of cover some things that I saw that were some questions for me. So what is just basically the update that the most recent update we can get about Saitama? Where are we at?
So where we're at, we have we're in alpha stage. We have something that's developed. I have it actually installed on my phone. I'm doing some tests internally. Some people have gotten to see a little bit of it, but it's really just in development phases. We're adding a few things into it. The reason why I flew down to Texas 2 weeks ago, I think it was. Time flies by for me. And the reason why I flew down there was to talk about the swap internally to Saitama and the fees and the rewards and how the game is going to function as far as being able to create skins, NFTs, or create things that you can use in the game, and then people be able to get paid out through there. So a lot of things that are decisions. So we still are targeting September, end of September, rather, for the final beta to happen. And then at the same time, we're going to be doing auditing, a few things going back and forth, and a final release. I'm estimating end of October, November for phase 1.
Nice. So that answers that perfectly. If I believe his name was Saitama Chicago, he was asking, basically it's going to be beta, then CERTIC, and how long CERTIC could take. So that answers the question right there perfectly. And then if everything goes smoothly at the end of November. So is the party going to be in Las Vegas? Because I really want to go and see everyone. If it's going to be in Las Vegas, I might just book my plane ticket now.
Yeah. So, I mean, it looks like more and more we talk about it, it probably will be in Las Vegas. So it seems like it. I'm pretty sure we'll put out like a big confirmation and with the actual information, but it seems like at the MGM Grand at Las Vegas.
So I've heard a rumor, and I was just curious about this too, Max. I mean, if everyone that doesn't know, Max is one of a great developer. He does a lot of great things, but I heard that you have a background in payment history. So can you expand on that for us a little bit, like with Saitama? Are we going to be able to, and these are just some of the harder questions that I feel like we haven't got to answer, is it going to be a push of a button? So if I want to get it straight from my credit card to Saitama, I want to buy Saitama with just a credit card or Apple Pay, is that going to be possible, or how are we going to get around these gas fees?
Yeah, so let me break that down a little bit. So I do have a background in fintech in general, and also payments. I early on worked for a global bank for probably a good part of the decade or a little bit less than a decade, and managing some financial systems. I did fraud. I did a few other things there, and mostly development and engineering. After that, I also started my own software company with a business partner of mine, and we provide payment systems, point of sale system, software that is our own that we have built. A lot of our customers, and I don't have supermarkets, I have liquor stores, retail stores. Around payments, I think I've been around it for a long time. So I do a little bit know a little bit how it works and how our Fed system works and all that stuff. So going on to Saitama and what we're going to do with Saitama, yes, we want to do payments, and you're going to be able to use your credit card or bank details to be able to connect to it and buy directly Saitama. But it won't be available phase 1. A lot of the reason why I went down to Texas was to register an entity. Now we are an official entity in the United States, and we have to strike some deals with some banks. put some rules and regulation, because obviously when you're dealing with banks and you're going to fiat and out of fiat, you do have to complete KYC processes and other things like that. So we just want to make sure that if you want to be able to buy with your credit card, or you want to put your personal details there, you can. But also, if you want to stay anonymous and use it like a traditional cryptocurrency wallet, plus the platform that we're developing, then you can also.
Right, absolutely. And Max, like I said, I think this project has been just absolutely blown my mind. And I just kind of want to shed some light this on for some people too, how hard these guys are working. But Max, I think it's important for the people to know too, how important is it to get this thing out as fastly, efficiently, but as safely as possible? Because everyone's saying win Lambo, win this, win that, and they're putting pressure, and you're just trying to be like, oh my gosh, this has been out for 2 months, you guys. And this is absolutely insane what they're accomplishing. But I feel like we need to shed a little light on that, because if this, if it goes like some other projects that happened in the past, which everybody knows about, that try to drop a wallet and copy Saitama, it didn't go smoothly for them. So how important is it for that certificate audit to come through and for it to go smoothly for everyone?
Yeah. So, I know, and I understand everybody wants, this stuff to be released yesterday, and the platform, and they want all the toys. But personally, my priority is security. That's most important, and that is what my focus is going to be as far as the platform, especially when you're dealing with any financial systems. We always put an emphasis on security. Aside from that, we wanted to do things a little different, just because in most cryptocurrency projects, you don't really know what's going on. And we believe that if you involve the community and you let them in on the development process, what's going on, and they get to see and they go every step right with you, then I think everybody is a little calmer, and it's more understanding of what's going on, rather than telling them, no, it's going to come soon, and then 6 months down the road you're still dealing with things.
Absolutely.
To it.
Absolutely, and that's really well put. And Crypto Dragon 9 wants to know, when will we add Saitama to FegX? Heard very soon.
So with FegX, that's something that we've been talking to them. I don't have specific details on when it's going to be live. Obviously, it has to be from both sides, but we have been in conversations with them about it. 100%.
Absolutely. This just is so mind-blowing to be in a project like this with you guys, and how supportive the community's been, and just wanted to shed some light of how much we appreciate you guys and how hard you're working. What's the hours like on this project right now? Is it just absolutely insane? Because I was just kind of curious. I probably would have asked that offline, but just from how much I see you guys working on this, it's got to be 16, 17-hour days.
Yeah, a lot of it is, 16, 17-hour days. And for me personally, it's kind of okay. I'm very organized as far as how I go about doing things. I have other businesses. I have other things that I do. So everything that I do revolves around a schedule.
Absolutely.
It seems like Saitama has been taking a lot more time up with that, with my schedule, but that's fine. You delegate, you add more resources, you figure it out, and we get it done.
So just so we can know a little bit more about you, Max, because I feel like we haven't really got a chance to really get to know you. We know your obviously your business side, your background. What's some personal things? Where are you from? And just some of those things that, you see Saitama in the future, where we're going.
Yeah, so a little bit of background of myself. I've been in technology for maybe 13, 14 years, but I've also just dabbled with technology for a long time myself. I've been around in the crypto space for quite a bit too, probably around 2011, 2012, when I found Bitcoin and such. I have a family, have some kids, 3 kids to be exact, and spend a lot of time with them. And just enjoying life mostly. I've built my businesses. I've been lucky enough to do so, and just keep pushing forward with everything I do.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Sorry, no, go ahead.
Oh yeah. So where do I see Saitama in the future? Anything that I do as far as projects or anything that I take on, my plans are looking at 5 years to 10 years. So in the next 5 years, what I see Saitama being, it can be so much. Just because I think we've talked about so much already with certain key players in global markets with payments and a few other things. my idea is to integrate it. I personally want to integrate it into my payment systems and allow my clients, business owners, to be able to accept cryptocurrency, mainly Saitama, through SataMask, and be able to, wouldn't you want to go out to a store and be able to buy a cup of coffee with Saitama, or anything that you're using with your hand? But not only that, the idea behind the platform, I don't know if anybody has really gone in depth of what is actually going to come. We have about 4 or 5 phases that we're going to put into this project, and then we're going to start looking into possibly having Saitama its own blockchain. But that's another longer conversation, of course. Through these phases, it's going to be the wallet. It's going to be the swap that's in the wallet. That's all phase 1. Phase 2, it's going to involve Saita So what Saita is, it's a social platform where you can start talking to members of the community, members that are in SaitaMask, about cryptocurrency. You yourself, Cody, or anybody else that would love to create content that is unique, content that matters, and the community thinks that matters. You can start earning money on this platform. So the idea behind it is that you can, post content, and the community can vote. So people have a place where they can go for valuable content. Because if right now that you go on like YouTube, Facebook, or any platform, and you look up cryptocurrencies, you're going to get anything from good information to misinformation to just plain nonsense, right? It's very hard to come with good information when you're looking for this stuff, or anything you're looking for. So that's what Saita Social is. It gives a chance for content creators to earn money, but also it gives the community valuable information that people can use to learn and understand different topics, mainly cryptocurrency. So then Saita Market is also the other piece of that. There's a gap right now, and the gap is that you can't buy anything. You can't do a P2P, buy or sell trade with cryptocurrency. It's very difficult to do so now. So that's the other piece that we want to integrate into SaitaMask. It's all going to be through SaitaMask, and you're going to be able to do all these things. If I want to sell you a cell phone for some reason, or I want to sell services, you can do so through SaitaMask and Saita Market.
Absolutely. See, that is so awesome. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, and the last piece is an NFT platform where you can obviously create NFTs, but it's going to tie into SaitaMask, Saita Social, Saita Market. If you want to mint or create your content, and you want to create it as an NFT, you can earn money from that NFT that you've created within the platform itself. You don't have to go somewhere else. You don't have to connect to anybody else, and it's all done in one place. For instance, also the game, I mentioned it earlier, you're going to be able to, for instance, create skins for characters that it's in our game or any other game that we partner up with, and you can earn, money from any other thing that you create and, release it into the public. It seems like Nam's on here.
Yeah, I was just seeing that. What's up, Nam? Thanks for popping in, brother. This is just so great, you guys. Not to cut Max off, but really quick, you guys, we're going to give away the first 150. We're going to give away 150 billion right now. So come on in and go retweet this. Go follow and subscribe my YouTube channel, please, for the chance to win, you guys. Let's go retweet on my Twitter. If you guys haven't seen it, this is where it's at. Just go to my Twitter account. You'll see it's this one right here. It says go follow and subscribe my YouTube channel for a chance to win 150 billion Saitama. So you guys go in there and get all you can get, you guys. And let's get this tweeted, and everyone make sure you guys follow and subscribe to my channel, so that way you guys have a chance to win. And we'll keep going. Go ahead. Sorry. Keep going, Max, with that.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's pretty much the gist of it. It's really creating a platform that is safe for anybody that wants to start learning about cryptocurrency as a whole. But then from there, it could stem off into other things. We have other partnerships that are in works with other learning platforms. So, a lot of things should come out of that. The idea is just to have a place where you have valuable information and, where you can actually learn something, in an organized fashion.
And something huge just came in. Moonshot, just at Moonshot. Thanks so much for dropping by. He said, do you want a coupon to my course to give away for free enrollment? So since he dropped that in, you guys, I'm going to give away, that's a $50 value. I'm going to be giving away that as well on top of the other Saitama. So like I said, this community is just so crazy. We want everyone to win. And Max, how important is that for us? I mean, all these coins, all these, Saitama, all these giveaways has been from the community. It hasn't been, from Saitama. It's not like I get paid to promote Saitama. I do because I'm heavily invested in Saitama. I'm passionate about the project and I believe in what you guys are doing. And I feel like there's not any other cryptocurrency I've been so confident in my whole entire life than Saitama. I mean, how important is that for our community?
Yeah, that's it's important for people to understand that it's all of this money that we've been giving away, or when we're doing all this the good deeds, the backpack stuff that we do for kids, and everything that we do has been out of pocket. It's not something that we've gained reserves from anywhere. Everybody that's involved with this project has been or is an investor, just like everybody else. It's a community project, and anytime that we do anything, we want to involve the community and make sure that we all win. So that's always what we try to do.
Absolutely. Well, you guys, let's see where we're at with this really quick. We got up to 10 people. Come on, you guys, let's retweet that so we can do that giveaway. I'm going to make sure I'm going to go in. If you do that for the 150 billion Saitama, we got over 100 people in the chat. Make sure you go over to my Twitter so we can get that number up so that way we can go give that away, you guys. And Max, a couple more questions. I know that you're super busy. We're going to have Michael Thompson on in a second. But, when you guys started this whole project with Saitamask and, with where we're going with it and how we build to it, we have so many, basically I like how Russ says it tentacles out and all these other places with NFTs, social, Saitamask, all these different versions. When could we expect after, we always want to see what the future holds for us. So, we're so focused on Saitamask right now. I mean, as soon as Saitamask drops, are we already working on different like version 2, or is that going to be coming down, 6 months from the road, or how long are we waiting for version 2?
So it'll move a lot quicker, honestly, to tell you the truth. Or it'll be moving quick, just as quick as when we did version 1. Of course, as we release version 1, there is going to be a small fees. It's going to be cheaper than Uniswap, and it's going to be, somewhat cheaper than any other swap that we have seen, because we did some research and we wanted to make sure that it was cheap enough for people to use. But a lot of those funds are going to go to, hiring more people, getting more people resources that we need so we can move faster, and then we can do things a lot bigger. That obviously that's what's going to take a little bit of time, but within, it's going to be an interesting end of year and next year. Say that.
Absolutely, man. Well, this is just so incredible to have you on my channel and to ask you these questions. It's absolutely mind blowing for me, and I just appreciate everything you guys are doing. It means the world to me, and I know it means the world to all these other people, these folks that are here in the chat right now. So, Max, if it's okay with you, I want to see if there's anyone in the chat that's got a question. If Max is here, you guys, let's throw some questions at Max. And you guys write in the chat right now if there's something that I haven't covered, something that you want me to cover, or if there's something that needs to be more clarified, please ask it now. And while those guys are kind of doing that, Max, the one thing I want you to touch base on is, I know that Jake Gagan kind of did it, but I kind of wanted some more information about it too. Is I seen the Saitama credit card and I was like, yes, this is so huge and crazy. I don't think people have really understood how big it was. So could you explain that a little bit for us? If that, how far we are from that, is that something that's worse, or is this just something that we're just kind of playing around with right now?
Yeah. So that's not something that's, being playing around with. I personally didn't put out that picture or anything like that, but at the same time, whoever did kind of hit that on the nail. That we've kind of been already looking towards that. Also, we've been looking towards having hardware wallets and a few other things like that. I would say it'd be somewhere in between phase 1 and phase 2. So phase 1.5, when we get all the payment stuff in, that's going to be part of it.
Okay, so that's relatively, wow, man. I mean, how do you guys have time to do all this stuff? It's just so beyond me. I just don't even know how you guys have time to do any of this. It's just so crazy that we've been out for 2 months and look how far we've came, you guys. It's just absolutely incredible.
So I was going to say a lot of the stuff is time, but also, I think the whole team brings a lot to the table, and we've had many experiences with different aspects, whether it's business or technology or marketing. So I think that's what's really happening here. It's just that since we have all these connections and all these things that we have already worked on, and we can get things done quickly, then we can move a little quicker. But at the same time, you're right, the day's not enough.
Absolutely. Well, since Max is here with us right now, you guys, when Max was talking, I try to work as fast as I can as well. So we are now into the 150 billion Saitama giveaway. So we're going to go down and we're going to start this, and we are going to give away 250 billion Saitama. Are you guys, or sorry, 150 billion Saitama. There's 100 and there was like 129 of everyone. So Max, I want your help with this. So just 3, 2, 1 it, 1, 2, 3 it. Tell me when to go, and you're going to pick the winner.
All right, sounds good. Let's go. 3, 2, 1.
Start it right now. Here we go, you guys. And Max just picked. Who did Max pick? He got, I don't know how to say that. But abilities.
Agile abilities, or
there you something crazy. I'm going to write this down right now. You are the lucky winner of 150 billion Saitama. Congratulations. For all the winners that are going to come out, I'm going to give away some more Saitama, and then a huge shout out to Are You Shipping Me? He actually had won 250 billion Saitama, and then said he wanted to give his portion out to the community because that's how he felt like he wanted to do, because his bags were packed with Saitama. So great shout out to him. Thank you so much for letting us do this, because it just means the world to all of us, ultimately the channel, and also Moonshot coming in with a free course to his chart analysis and everything. So I'll make sure, if you guys are winners, make sure you hit me up on Twitter, and I'll get you guys everything to get scored away with. So Max, I have Michael in right now. I want to add him in on the stream if that's okay with you. I love doing epic things. The only worry I have is we might get some echo back and forth because someone doesn't have headsets. So if that happens, then we'll just have to reevaluate. But when Michael gives me the thumbs up, I'm going to throw him in and open the audio.
Am I coming in okay? No echo?
No, you're coming in great. It's when Michael comes in, we might get some echoes off of our audio system, which the audience would hear, because I have to do it off of a headset, but we'll just jump them in and we'll see how it goes. Right, and then we'll reevaluate if it doesn't. But for everyone, absolutely. So for everyone that's in here, if you guys don't know who Michael Thompson, the myth, the man, the legend, played for the 76ers, just so crazy that this guy's on the channel as well. And this is just a little thing I did for him. And walk Michael to the stream.
Wow. Goodness. How's everybody doing?
Crazy. Everyone in the chats, I want you to spam those chats. I have Michael in the building. Everyone, this is just, when you are among greatness, these two are just, there's just greatness exuding from both of them, and I want to be a part of everything these guys are in. Michael, how's your day going?
Man, it is going fast. It is going great. I'm excited to be here, and I had some things going on earlier today, and I have been rushing and cutting things short because I said I got to get on Cody's live. I got to go. I had to tell everybody I got to go. I got to get on Cody's live tonight.
Man, well, I appreciate it, Michael. Hey, everyone, spam those comments. It just is absolutely incredible to have you on my show. It is just, my mind is blown right now. I don't know. Have you met Max before or anything?
All right, let me say this. Max is the man.
Yes.
The answer is yes. Max is the man. Let me tell y'all something. I have to say, first of all, hey, Max, this is the first time I've seen you without a hat on, man. You got great hair.
Yeah. Well, sometimes, when you're working so much, I don't even have time to
Hey, I feel you.
Hey, don't worry. He's got me. So he's got me beat too. Max, I wish I had Max here. It's been going for a while. All that stuff I made fun of my dad for is now catching up to me.
You know what I mean? I'm like, Max, who's your barber, man? I need to come see him.
Yeah, anytime.
First off, I just have to say, Cody, I appreciate you inviting me on, man. It absolutely is my pleasure. I love what you're doing. I love your mindset. And certainly, I love your heart and the passion to just make a difference. I think anybody that's willing to get out and share a good word and help somebody else to understand something, to help brighten their day or help them move to another level in life, and even willing to share an opportunity in this capacity, that says a lot about you, the individual. And I just want to appreciate you myself. So that's why when you asked me to be on, of course, I love to be connected to something like that. This is our first time, I believe, kind of interacting directly like this live. And man, it's my pleasure. What do they call you? The crypto cowboy? Is that what that is?
Yeah. I mean, it's really funny is I've been into crypto for a while, and I've rodeoed for a long time back when I was younger, and I still rodeo to this day. And when I moved to Texas, and then I was really heavily involved in crypto, they all found out I had, my YouTube channel. So they're like, hey, Keeling, it's not Keeling no more. He was telling the announcers like, hey, it's not Keeling anymore. It's Crypto Cowboy. And it's been kind of a joke running. So, and I just want to say to you too, Michael, from another professional athlete to another, the basketball career you went through is just, I know exactly what it takes to be that level and how hard it is to stay at that level. And it's just, I think it takes a very driven individual and someone that does not listen to anyone else. And I can totally appreciate that. And this is what I want to bring to the community as well. And to tell you guys is we have Max, a great developer, great skills. We have guys like Michael that have the passion, that have been around with other, individual projects that have been successful. So these are things that we need to look at into the crypto space and see is, wow, we have some amazing people pushing this and working on it. And it's not because they have to for a paycheck. They're doing it because they're passionate about it, which if that doesn't say anything to the community, I don't know what would. And like I said, it's absolutely a pleasure to have you both here. And I wanted to kind of put the floor out right now. You guys are both my guests. So if Michael, you had a question for Max. Max, you have a question for Michael. I didn't know if you guys had ever interacted before, but by all means, the stage is your guys' for a minute and you guys take it away.
I have a statement for Max. How about that? I just want to tell everybody, listen, again, from the background, how I evolved to here, I was introduced or at least made aware of Saitama, I don't know, just maybe a couple months ago, if that. And I saw pictures and, the dev team, what I loved is very transparent and, fully doxed, so you get a chance to see him and those kind of things. And every time I saw Max in a picture or something that would flash up, he had on the hat and had on some headphones and he just looked real chill, real laid back. But everything I kept hearing was Max is the man. When it comes to like technology and those things, Max is the man. So I followed that. But my very first interaction with Max was the other day, right, Max?
Yeah,
the other day,
true. It's been a while.
We were on the line, and I have had some contact, and believe me, what's coming out with what Russ put out, and what's coming down the line, and Max, let me tell you, it just got a little bigger and a little stronger, even from what we talked about. So,
honestly, I'm completely blown away.
Oh my goodness. Wow. More to come. That's even what we saw is just the surface. So family, everybody that's on, believe me, brace yourself. It's going to be some amazing things coming down the pack. But I just want to tell you, so one of my contacts is heavy into technology and all those things and education, all those areas that I kind of don't understand in conversation, but I know it works. But Max was on the line. And when I tell you, Max is a soft-spoken guy, right? He's soft-spoken, but that dude is a genius. I mean, they were talking about the technical minds and the levels that they understand. Max, I don't even know why I was on the call because I stopped speaking English for a long time, and so I couldn't understand, the level that y'all were talking. I was just like, when I hear my name, maybe I'll speak, but the level that you all were was just, I'm fascinated by that. And let me tell everybody, Max is brilliant. The things that he has and the things that he's able to understand and what he's putting together for Saitama and the rest of the ecosystem and that, let me tell you, I've been around some brains in my life because I don't have very much. So I try to surround myself around brains so it'll look like I'm smart, right? So let me tell you, Max, he put on probably the most powerful presentation in regards to his explanation of what this technology is about. And Max, I got so much respect for you, my man. And let me tell you, the work that it takes to make something like that happen, to pull something like that off. One thing I do understand is I understand work. I understand commitment. I understand, going through my process of playing, sports and playing at that level. If I don't do anything well, I know I have to outwork the next man. Right.
Yep.
And so in that regard, where I'm slow, where I was too short, where I was too small, where I was too whatever, I knew I had to work that much harder. So I can recognize work ethic. I can recognize commitment. And when I met you, in that capacity and you had a chance, I saw it. I said, man, there's somebody that's going to pull off something big for us. So I think we all as a community have to commend you and respect you and appreciate you for what you put into this. So I want to tell you, man to man, friend to friend, and partner to partner, brother, I appreciate you. And that's amazing what you've done.
Wow. Thank you. I don't even know how to come back to that. I tend to be, like you said, very soft-spoken, but I really believe in this project, and anything that I believe in, I work really hard for. It's something that I learned at a very early age, is that, you got to work hard for what you want.
Absolutely.
And that's what I try to bring to the table, and complete understanding. I think that with the platform that we're developing, we're going to help so many people, not just by helping them,
exactly.
The kids that we try to help and all the education things that we're trying to do, but just paving the way for what is the future to come.
Awesome.
The more people know, that the better prepared and equipped I think they'll be to really accept it. Just because I think cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, or like I mentioned before, like a derivative of it, it's kind of inevitable. It's very difficult to not see a future without it.
Completely.
Absolutely. Well, you guys, hey, everyone that's on the channel right now, please hit that like button on the bottom. This is just absolutely epic. We have Maxequation, Michael Thompson on here for everyone. If you guys can, go to my Twitter right now. I just tweeted it for a chance for Moonshots free course. Please go retweet this. And we're going to do that giveaway here in a second. And then I'm going to do another Saitama giveaway. And you guys are just absolutely amazing. When you want to see what greatness looks like, I don't even have to, I can just show you. I don't have to tell you, I can show you. This is greatness in the works. And to hear Michael talk about how passionate he is, and to see how passionate, Max is with this project, and all the hours they're spending, you guys, is just absolutely insane. And you guys, the best part is we've been out for what, 2-3 months. I mean, we're just up from here. And, Michael, I don't know, I know there's some things going on, and I'm going to get into it. And Max, whenever you got to dip out, I understand, or when you got to go, I totally understand. If you want to stay, I'd love to have you either way, or if you need to, I know that you got a busy schedule, and I appreciate your time. So just kind of let me know what you need to do as well too.
Yeah. I mean, I blocked this time off so we can have a conversation. So I'm here until, as long as you want to have me here. So have a good combo about it, and talk about what.
Yeah, just like I said, just like I said for everyone, Max, Michael, you guys are always welcome on my stream anytime. You guys have been, it's just absolutely just mind blowing right now. I mean, it's just absolutely incredible. So, we'll just jump into it then with Michael. I want to just say I appreciate you on my stream, and I keep saying how blessed I am, but I feel very fortunate and blessed to have you here on my channel. I mean, it is just something to be said to have a guy of your, that has perseverance and the drive that you have with, everything you've done in your sport, and then to hear what you're trying to do for other people in your sport with, when they retire and how they go through life is just absolutely amazing to me. And to have you part of this project is it just speaks volumes of your character and everything. So I just want to say thank you for everything that you're doing, obviously with the NBA and with Saitama. But how did you just tell us a little bit about yourself? I know everyone's very interested in the NBA background, 76ers, all that. So why don't you just give us a little background about yourself so the community can know?
Absolutely. Well, it's one of those things to where I grew up growing in an area, a neighborhood, and, didn't have very much growing up. Came from a big family, right? A lot of love in my family, a lot of connection in my family, but not a lot of resources, not a lot of positive opportunities, in my family, but we had a lot of love. We learned how to respect ourselves, respect one another, respect people. You give what you want to get back. You want respect, you give it. You want love, you give it. right? And so in those things, these are just the character building, levels of understanding that I was raised with. I was raised by a single parent. It was just my mom, and I don't know my dad. Never met him, never seen a picture. I have no idea. He could be on this live right now and I wouldn't know. But I know one thing, my mom did an amazing job, and the support. They say it takes a community to raise a child. And I remember that. I remember people in my circle that always encouraged me, coming up, and I could always borrow. Even I saw other kids with fathers, right? It seemed like they always let me borrow their dad, so if I wanted to go fishing, I went with somebody else's dad, and kids, if I wanted to play whatever, play basketball, I played with somebody else's dad. One thing I was pretty good at was making friends. so in that regard, I just learned the power of giving, the power of being what you want to see, right? Or doing what you want done, right? I've learned that. And I always was taught by my mom, whatever it is that you want in life, she couldn't give me much financial advice because she didn't have it. She didn't have much financial knowledge, but she could teach me things that could help me as a person, as a man, as a doer. And she kept me in an environment to where it was at least conducive for growth as a person. So in that regard, I was able to at least take those character building things, right? And somehow, some way, I loved sports. I come from a sports background. My family members, they played, different sports, football, baseball. I was actually better at football than I was basketball. I fell into basketball a little later, so football was actually where my size at the time and, just my ability, better at football. But I tell you what, and this is full transparency, I was I think I was on varsity football team in ninth grade. And, I was doing pretty good. And one day, one of those seniors came across the middle and hit me right and hit me good. At that moment, I took my pads off. I took my helmet off, spit my mouthpiece out, and said, you know what? This is not for me. I've been in the basketball gym ever since. So
I guess that's a wake-up call, right?
Man, changed my life, Max. Changed it immediately.
Michael, this is a true story. Yesterday, my girlfriend's nephew was playing football. He had a great run, and he got slammed, broke his collarbone last night, and he was hurt. And that's when I was looking at him. I was like, man, that basketball career sounds a whole lot better, don't it? So I can totally relate with you. I'm going to have to tell Matthew to check in on it.
That's a real thing, man. That is a real thing. Changed the course of my life. That hit. And hey, Max, that dude that hit me like that looked a lot like you. I remember. A lot like you.
Well, I did play football before, but
that's funny.
Definitely not that level.
And so, the line that was carved out, life takes us in many different paths. And so just that path for me, at least basketball, as I fell in love with the sport, I put my life into it. It turned from a hobby to a passion, and then it turned from a passion to a reality in my life. And I went through the process just like everybody else. I went through the ranks and, did what I needed to do in high school and, got to college with basketball. And to be quite honest with everybody, my pro career was not amazing. I didn't make it to the top levels and all that stuff. Let me tell you, there are lots of people who are like me that got to the door or got in the door and got to that place. But believe me, the business of basketball is totally different than the actual game basketball.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't understand that because a lot of times people just see the marketed part of the sport, right? But there's a lot that goes beyond what you see on TV. And so, think about it. I've asked most people, I said, your favorite team, even avid sports fans, I said, the favorite team. So pick basketball. There's usually 12 to 15 people on a roster. And I said, think about this. This is how you know how marketed the sport is. I said, most people can name the starting five of their favorite team. They may even be able to go maybe 6 and possibly 7. But I ask and I challenge anyone to name the remaining 7 through 12 on the basketball team. Most people cannot name that. And how about this, 12 to 15? Yeah, some of those people don't even dress. Like you don't even see them with clothes. They're on the practice squad.
So, yeah, that's the – go ahead.
Yeah,
Michael,
go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead, Coach.
It's so crazy to see, you know, that sport, and obviously my sport and rodeo is exactly the same thing. My career sounds like, you know, very similar. You know, I made it up there, but there's a whole different bracket once you get there. And it's absolutely incredible how hard it is to stay at that level and to do all that with everyone else. And then not only that, but the new people coming up. And I challenge anyone at the same time in the rodeo world. If you could tell me who the world champion healer was in 2012, 13, 14, or 15, I'll give you a handshake, because I certainly couldn't. That's what brought the whole light to me. Was I wanted to win a gold buckle so bad. And they were like, Cody, who won the world? And I know these people personally. You know, who won in 2014? I'm like, they're like, yeah, exactly. Right. So, and then I'm just going to keep jumping back and forth with Max and Michael. So, Max, can you go down with the Saitama a little bit on the burns and the rewards with Saitama? Because I know that's been a huge thing for people. Is I want to know if once Saitama drops, I'm going to throw my Saitama straight into Saitama, and what are my rewards going to look like beyond that already 2% that we're getting?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, you know, as far as putting it on Saitama, you should be able to just use your seed phrase and go directly to Saitama, and you shouldn't have an issue with that. The rewards we're going to put is that we want to put an additional 1 to 2% from the already 2% you're earning, not necessarily from the transactions, but for new holders and for other rewards while you're using the application. You know, a lot of that stuff is going to come probably from the learning platform and a few other things that we have in the works. But that's kind of what it looks like. Once we have all the details written down and we are ready to announce it to everybody, we'll definitely put it out there so everybody can see exactly how they can not only keep their money safe, but also learn how to make more money and then learn and earn for just, supporting this project.
Absolutely. And you guys, I'm going to show you guys really quick on the stream right now. Go to my Twitter, retweet for a chance to win Moonshot's free course. We're going to get ready here in a minute to give that giveaway. So go back on there, go to my Twitter, hit the like button. If you guys already haven't and you guys are in the stream, please hit that like and subscribe button right now. I'm sitting at 626 subscribers. I appreciate every single one of you. Let's get that up to 700 before the stream ends. That's the goal. Let's get that up there, you guys. And make sure you guys go follow Maxequation on Twitter, and make sure you go follow Michael, I forget, it's nutrition something. If you want, could you throw that out there for people so they can, I want to get some followers for you guys too. And there's anyone new here, let's go out there and let's subscribe to these guys. So if Michael, can you drop that in the chat or something? And same thing with Max, or send it to me and I'll drop it out for everyone on Twitter or something.
So I giggle at that because I need someone like Max next to me all the time with stuff like this. I didn't start even really using Twitter actively until I got into this stuff. So I'm still trying to figure it out.
I'll tell you a secret. I haven't really used Twitter or any social media platform really as much as I've used it up to this point.
I feel you, man. But I know I don't see how to do the chat. Somebody Saitama through Moon has it right here.
Okay, you guys. So everyone, go look up your man Michael Thompson on Twitter. It's Reset Nutrition. Absolutely fantastic. This is a great person you want to be behind. This is his actual Twitter, you guys. So make sure everyone we go give him a follow too. And Max, is there a way that you could throw anyone that's in the chat right now? Will you throw Max's up right now too, so I can put Max's for Twitter page up there as well?
Mine's pretty easy. It's just Maxequation. So I put it here on the private chat, and if somebody can put it on the Twitter, I don't think I can. I mean, on the YouTube stream chat, I don't think.
Right here, you guys.
Write it up.
Right here, you guys. I have Maxequation. Just put an @ in front of Maxequation on Twitter, and you guys will get to your boy Max. Like I said, these are two incredible individuals that you want. If now I know too, I'm kind of right there with Michael. I need some people behind me that are very good with technology, and I'm so thankful for Max being on today as well.
Man, so I keep smart people around me, man. I have to.
Yeah, it's like what they say. It's so true. Birds of a feather flock together, and not only that, but you can't keep a man down that has ambition and a dream. I've always heard that. My grandpa always told me that as a kid was, Cody, you can do anything you want in life, but a man that has a mission, or a woman, a girl or a guy that has an ambition and a dream, you can't hold them back. And that's, I think, with perseverance and hard work there's no way around those two things with projects or anything you're at successful in life. Is hard work and persistency, and not taking no for an answer is going to get you to where you need to be, and surrounding yourself around the most successful people that you want to be like that's what you want to be like. So, with you, Michael, too. Yeah. Throw your 2 cents in. And I just wanted to ask you, how did you, get to Saitama? What was it that you did that Saitama was on the map for you?
Oh, let me tell you, it's an interesting story. First of all, President Shill, thank you. I saw what you put in there. Thank you so much. I need you, as you can tell. Thank you. She said she got my back. I appreciate it.
I put her up there. I am good with your text.
I appreciate you, my friend.
Of course.
We won a contest the same day, so I think we the Win Twins or something. We call ourselves that. That's awesome. But actually, to answer your question, it's interesting. I've been in the financial services after my career ended. I said it all the time. My career lasted long enough. Pro career lasted long enough for a cup of coffee. And unfortunately, when I had nowhere to go, nowhere that I thought, because when you put 20 years of your life into something, literally all I did, all I thought, all I felt was basketball and my future in that. And I was blessed to be in a place in areas to where I've made amazing connections and friends. And again, one thing that I feel I'm pretty good at was making friends and keeping connections, because I feel, if you're genuine and true to yourself, you will attract genuine and true people. And that's all I could be. And that throughout my career in that regard, moving up through the ranks. So even the superstars that we all have known or met, we still have to go through the same path. We're in the same tournaments together. We're in the same, process of getting there. So you build relationships along the way. The NBA type stuff, that's kind of the last stop. But we've been playing together for years, growing up, through the ranks. So the relationships there have been something. So after my career was over, I still maintained the relationships and connections and all of that. But at the same time, I had no direction for me. After my career is over, I left school early, 2 years early. So I never got a college degree and never had any ambition to do so, right, in that regard. And so I didn't know what to do with my life. And so long story short, I was introduced to the financial services industry. I knew about money. Yeah, I knew how to spend it very well. No one had to teach me. I didn't have to take any courses. Man, I knew how to get in debt perfectly. I knew how to overextend myself perfectly. Man, I never took a course or anything, but I knew how to do it well, right? But at the same time, I realized that in order to move to the next level in life, you're going to have to learn something about money. So just so happened, after I had blown all of my basketball opportunity, after I'd blown anything that had to do with basketball and money and everything, after that's done, you're left with absolutely nothing. Even my identity was gone, because imagine you put everything. So I felt basketball was who I was. So it took me a while to even recognize that basketball was not who I was. That was just what I did. So even to make that adjustment was amazing in that regard. So once I recognized that and was able to separate that, I was introduced to the financial services industry and mentors and people, because I understood coaching. I understood how to be coachable. I understood how to be humble. So I was able to surround myself around people who were already successful in financial services, but they were willing to give me a shot. So for 20 years now, I have been in the financial services industry, helping individuals to understand about money, how money works, how to make it better, how to create an environment of financial security and financial education. So with that said, I was introduced to cryptocurrency when Bitcoin first came out. One of my business partners had thousands of Bitcoin, thousands, showed me accounts and everything, thousands of them. But because of ignorance, so to speak, to the fact, I did not understand it. It was not anything that I wanted to get connected with, because, we fear what we don't understand, right? And if you're not willing to go in to understand it, it's easy to push it aside. And guess what I did? I pushed it aside.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I did. Thousands of Bitcoin. And you know what? It costs probably what Saitama costs right now, right? It didn't cost much of anything. Much of anything.
Yeah, exactly. I think I know that story all too well. I've known a lot of people that have pushed it aside. In cryptocurrency and just life in general, like you said, we fear of the unknown.
That's exactly right.
That's what we're trying to do here, right? It's teach people and teach them that it's okay and
that's what it's about.
Understand and to learn.
For sure.
Right. And you guys, everyone that's on the stream right now, I want this to be, very important now that I have two guys here that have a lot of experience and knowledge and all that. But this is going to be a bumpy road to the top. This isn't going to be one thing, it's possible we could wake up tomorrow and it could be skyrocketed. But you guys, it's going to be one of those things where we're going to see those great, increases. People are going to take profits. If you guys want to go over, I do chart analysis and all that stuff in my other YouTube videos you can go look at for sure. But I don't, everyone thinks, oh, it goes up, then it goes down, then they panic, which is what I did. So if I could give anyone any advice right now, it would be look at the overall picture of what's happening. Is the graph going up? What are we looking at? How is it looking for the week? Let's not just get focused on one day. And when we see a big sell or, a well coming in and trying to get the paper hands out to accumulate more, those are all those things that happen in crypto, which I feel like new investors get very scared about, because I know that I did when my very first cryptocurrency purchase. I bought into it, it went up, and then I saw it go back down, and then I got scared and sold, and then guess what? It ran up like crazy, and I kicked myself in the butt. And so all these things that we're talking about, you guys, I wouldn't say necessarily is things that I've learned in the experience of in the crypto space. And if that was my goal here, is if I could take one person and save them from what I did from my experiences, then then it was worth it. For sure. And then it was absolutely worth it. And you guys, I got you guys on the screen, on the stream. Please hit that like and subscribe button if you guys haven't to my YouTube channel. I'm going to get you guys in right now. We are going to go over to the giveaway for Moonshots giveaway, you guys. So, Michael, do the honors, please. Give me a countdown or tell me when to click the button, and then we'll count down together. Does that sound good with you guys? Actually, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to click the button, then we're all going to count down together. When we see it pop up on the screen, can you guys see my screen good?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so just someone tell me, go for it, and then we'll count down. And whoever wins this giveaway is the winner to Moonshot's free course.
Go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Saitama demographic.
Nice. Congratulations.
Congratulations, you guys.
Congrats.
And for anyone that hasn't taken that course with at Moonshot, I've personally taken it. It's great. It gives you some basic chart analysis for maybe a new beginner that could make someone feel more comfortable. I thought it was a great course. I took it myself, and I really appreciate Moonshot doing that for me. So thank you, Moonshot. Absolutely means the world to me. And Max, everyone keeps talking about, the burn wallet. And I've had a lot of people ask me about, the burn and how that's going to affect everyone. I've had a lot of people tell me that they think that the 2%, is going to be too much. So I know that it's not, but can you elaborate on how, when that grows, the burn wallet, that how we're going to still be okay? Because a lot of people worry about that.
So they worry that the burn wallet is going to grow too much.
Yeah, like that our 2% is going to burn, but people don't really understand. I feel like that when the 2% happens, that we're doing trillions right now, then it's going to go to billions and millions, and then so it works its way down.
I was going to say that as the supply shortens and obviously it goes down, you're going to burn 2%, but it's going to be less and less. Of course, you can take 2% of eventually for a long time of a very small number, but yes, it would be a lot, but at the same time it definitely will not be, just because you're going to be burning less and less every time it grows.
So with the burn wallet, and when we start progressing in this, what are some things that we're looking for to where we know we're headed on the right direction, so the way that if we do get huge coming up, that there's not going to be ever a point that we get scarcity to the point where we're going to have to make a sister coin or something like that?
That is a good question. Just because it's something that we have actually talked about is before you would ever seen any issue with the burn, we might just migrate to our own blockchain. But obviously that's down the road. I don't think that it's something that's going to affect us anytime soon.
Perfect. And, Michael, can you just shed some light on for us too, what is your, what you would call basically, what is your part of Saitama, in the project, or, we hear partnership, we hear this. So can you just, kind of go over what you are in Saitama in the sense of, maybe what's your title, what you're doing, and what you see the future and some goals that you're trying to accomplish for the Saitama community?
Sure. Well, that's very simple. I appreciate that question. I am a member of the Saitama Wolfpack. I am a holder just like everybody else. In my mind and in my heart, the only thing that I realized is once I realized the project was real, legitimate, solid people, solid focus, and solid direction that it was going forward to really make a difference in this crypto community, crypto world, crypto space. And the more I got an opportunity to understand who the devs were and what they were about, and even the project itself, the tech behind it, all I could do was just think about what do I have to offer for the project itself and the community, because I really do believe that of all the goodness, of all the things that the developers are developing and the opportunity that comes within that, I still believe that the largest catalyst is the individual holders. The largest catalyst, it's the community. So if we can get behind and offer whatever resources that we have in any regard, whether it's no more than just, hey, I'm introducing 5 to 10 of my family members to Saitama, right? I don't have to have $1 billion to invest, but if I can do what I can do from my own pocket to help support my own goal, but if I can bring in assets, meaning other family members, other friends, other people, my mouthpiece, that's my contribution to the community. So when I looked and I saw, okay, Michael Thompson, Mr. Studying everything, and hey, I'm a big fan of Moonshot too. By the way, now that I think about it, I'm a fan of Moonshot too. I heard him talk one day. I was like, God, that dude sounds smart. So I like what he offers. I'm going to get that course too. But no, I just sat back and I said, all right, well, if I'm going to be here and I'm going to believe in what this mission is about and what it is, then what resources do I have? What opportunity do I have to make a difference? And no more or no less, I am just an individual in this awesome community that just so happens, I'm a regular guy. I just so happen to have a pretty interesting resume. That's all. And through my course of time, I've had the opportunity to make some incredible connections and long-lasting relationships that I feel is of value to this project. So I made some calls, got some things lined up together to just push the project forward. So all of us move to the next level. So hey, every good announcement that comes out, that's for everybody. That's for all of us. So that's it. I don't have any special position, in anything. I am just a holder. I am a Wolfpack member, and I am excited to offer whatever I can to make a difference to move this entire project forward. And everybody has that opportunity with whatever you have. There's no big I's, there's no little U's. It is all of us coming together and supporting in any way that we can, because it's about us to move it together. So we're working on things, and of course we have to construct, how we place this when these opportunities come in. But that's it. As of this moment, this conversation, I am a holder. I am a member of the Wolfpack, just like everybody else. I'm even going to give me a wolf head or something. I'm gonna take a picture with a wolf head or something, man.
I got some crazy news I've been seeing. I don't know, if Russ is here. Russ wants to get on with us, you guys. That would be absolutely amazing. I'm just trying to figure out where Russ is. Everyone can Russ, can you send me
I'll send him a message real quick?
Yeah. Well, can you send him the link? Yeah, send him the link to jump into, because I can't get into it because of where I usually talk to him at. So if he can either send me a message on Rusty, either send me a message on Twitter or send a link to him so that we can get him in here. This is just absolutely mind blowing,
Yes. Wow.
Yeah, and just to go a little bit back to what you were saying, Michael. Honestly, to tell you the truth, that's the same way I feel. I'm just a member of the community. Just a simple guy. Decided to do something, and we're working very hard towards it. And I don't find myself any more special than anybody else.
Exactly. Right.
We always talk to the community every time that we want to do anything. We want to ask them, hey, what do you guys think about this? Mm-hmm. Where should we, direct this? And like you said, you try to surround yourself with very smart people, and then just try to do something great.
That's right. I agree with you, man. That's what it's about. We all have something to offer, and whatever that is, if you believe in the project, believe in the community, and believe in where we're going, it's all up to us, the individuals, to take charge, take ownership. That's what I did. Yes. If you're a holder, you're a partner. If you have it, you're a partner. You're in.
I've told many people. Oh, sorry about that.
That's
but
right.
I told many people every time that I talk to them, if you have an idea, reach out, talk to us. Sure. Talk about the idea, what you want to do, and as long as everybody understands that if you're going to reach out, get ready to get your hands dirty. Let's work and make this happen.
Let's get it. That's what's up, man. I feel the same way. I got to give Russ a shout out too, man. Let me tell you that him opening his line and his schedule, because obviously when we made the connection that, hey, Russ, like you just mentioned, Max, the truth in that is if there are ideas, you all are open to them. And that's the reason or the ability that I had to just reach out, and I was able to connect with Russ, and that's what happened. And I said, hey, I have some idea. I have something that may work for the community. And our dialogue started from there. And let me tell you, I almost feel kind of sorry for him because, man, every 10 minutes I'm like, hey, Russ, can you jump on the Zoom? I got somebody for you. Hey, Russ. I'm like, man, I feel sorry for him. But at the same time, I'm like, hey, man, let's get it. He said, keep it coming.
And actually, Russ said he's going to come on. FYI.
Yeah. So, nice.
You guys, without further ado, as soon as I get the thumbs up from our man Russell, I'm going to put on. So here he is, the man of the hour. What?
Russ. Hey, what's going on, guys?
My brother, what is going on, man? This is just an absolutely just incredible stream. I have Max, the developer. We have Saitama Guru, Russell. He's a huge lead in the project, you guys. And we have Michael Thompson in the video. So how's everything? How's it going, Russ?
Good, man. Good. I'm not trying to steal the show. Obviously, you guys are killing it. I just wanted to come in and just give you guys some quick little insight, because I put a tweet out a few minutes ago about some of the collaborations and stuff that we're working on. And you know how Twitter is, man. You can only fit like 3 words into a tweet, and it cuts you off. So that doesn't do it any justice. So I just wanted to come in and kind of give you guys a little bit of insight of what we've been working on this last week without giving away too much. A lot of it is still in the working phases that we're going on, but I feel comfortable enough in giving you at least a little bit of information as far as what we're going on. So right now, we're partnering with a gaming studio. I put the guys. I couldn't fit the link on there, but it's Blaze Fire Games. It's a gentleman that Mr. Thompson knows, the CEO of the company there. They do a lot with education. They do a lot with different platforms. So we're integrating a lot of educational type material that we're going to have on the Sata wallet and integrate it onto their website. So for lack of better terms, it's just going to be information for not only the Saitama holders, but also for people on the collegiate level. So we have a lot of connections with HBCU universities that we'll be going and getting in touch with, that we're going to have exclusive rights to implement this kind of material to their institutions. So really, cryptocurrency in itself it's not that people don't want to know, or they don't have an urge to. There's just not a lot of education material out there. So if I was a normal, Dick, Jane, and Joe trying to get information about cryptocurrency, where do I go? I go to Reddit, I go to YouTube, even on Google, there's no information on it. MIT, one of the most, renowned colleges in the world, right, doesn't have a lot of information about crypto. So we're making this collaboration and this partnership with a really amazing opportunity and community and individuals involved to get the not only the Saitama name out there, of course, that's what we're doing. It's a branding opportunity, it's a business development opportunity, but we're also staying true to who we are and offering education to people that want to know, the Gen Zs, the Gen Xs, the future leaders of the world. Right? That's where we're going, and that's always been our emphasis and what drives us. So with that, with the company itself and with some other collaborations, we're doing a lot of esports events. So each of these different universities have esports events that are going to be, happening on their level, like NC State, Tennessee, Howard University. All these other places are going to already have these huge esports events. So Saitama will be a sponsor in these esports events. So when people are attending and going through these, esports events, like, the NCAA, or they have a Y2K, all this stuff. These are big, collegiate level events that happen all the time. It'll be sponsored by Saitama. You won't be able to go anywhere without seeing the Saitama brand. And directly involving in these esports events is huge for us. So that a couple of things, and also the NFTs on the NBA side, we're going to be creating these NFTs. So these are going to spread like wildfire. Like we're already starting to generate these NBA style NFTs that are going to be kind of like a top Fleer associated gold banner, illustrating players and things like this. So these are exclusive, right, to what we're doing. And there's not really any other competition of all of that because there's too many legalities involved. So having Saitama be a part of that and to create these NBA icons, so to speak, in a minted NFT forever is huge. Like, so we're revolutionizing the space around every turn that we take. And I said, so this is just a couple of things that Mr. Thompson and his associates and myself and our team have been working on the last week. There's just really a lot of really exciting news. And, you know, of course, with that comes some big names that are going to be back in this project. And I know that a lot of people get hyped up about that. Like, oh, you know, who's going to be talking about Saitama? And absolutely, there's a lot of big people that are talking about Saitama, trust me. So those name drops are going to come, right? So a lot of that stuff takes a little bit of time because you got to clear it through a lot of people and you got to cut through the red tape and you got to make sure that, you know, because we live in a social media world, believe it or not. So just to get some of these guys to, and they're about it, you know, the people, Mr. Thompson and I have been talking to are all about Saitama, and, you know, like they're holders already. They want to be in the project. They want to help out. But in order for them to do that, they got to, you know, get clearance. They got to get the okay from their people first, right? Just to put a simple tweet out. Unfortunately, that's the way that goes. But that stuff's all coming in the days to come. So, yeah, the amount of people and eyes that are on this project right now is immense. And these are just a couple of things that we're working on. There's going to be a lot more to come. So I just wanted to come out to you guys and get it first because, like I said, I can only fit 10 words on a tweet. And I feel like that doesn't do any justice whatsoever. All it's going to do is leave you guys like, you know, and I wonder what it could be. But yeah, so this is kind of the level that we're going. And when I talk to you guys ahead on our AMAs and putting stuff out on Twitter, like I want you guys to understand the direction that we're going, the direction that we're taking this company is it will always funnel back to Saitama. It will always funnel back to the cryptocurrency network that we're creating, which will then, of course, add value and use case to the coin itself. So the project is going to act as the mothership. Saitama coin will be the mothership of what we're doing. But we're like, so we're sending these tentacles out. So we are so much more than just a cryptocurrency. We are so much more than a token on a platform or a wallet or an exchange or a digital currency. You know, the things that we're creating, these partnerships that we're creating, and the kind of structure of our organization and where we're going to be from one day to the next is ever changing, and it's malleable, and that's the beauty of cryptocurrency because we can get involved in anything. Anything that any business does or has any kind of affiliation with, we can get involved and partner with. So the relationships that we're making today are not only long-term, but they're going to change the way that we do business. And I say that in a sense that we are pioneering and paving our own path in a digital world. So we're creating these doors that were never there. We're coming to a wall and opening a doorway. And this is how we are able to brand the Saitama name and branch it into a future where cryptocurrency is now relevant. 10 years ago, nobody knew what crypto was. A year ago, 10 people knew about what crypto is. By the end of next year, everybody will know what crypto is. And when they think of cryptocurrency, they will think of Saitama because we will be everywhere. You know, if you think about basketball, you think about Nike. If you think about ice cream, you think about Haagen-Dazs. If you think about crypto, you're going to think about Saitama. You might think Bitcoin, Ethers, you know, whatever, all the other altcoins, the Bitcoins, but, you know, Saitama will be right there. We won't be $40,000 a coin, but we will be the traditional token that you think of, the affordable token that you can use in your transaction. The Saitama wallet will be the wallet you search for in Apple. When you go and you think, I should get involved in cryptocurrency, what should I do? I'm going to go to my Google Play Store and I want to search for Saitama because that's the only name I know when I think about crypto because I've seen it everywhere. I see it on esports. I see it at all these functions. I see it in the news. I see it on my Twitter. I see it on my Instagram and my TikTok. And it's everywhere. So that's how you brand and that's how you market a name. But not just branding and marketing, but it's also adding all these unique characteristics. So instead of just having a one-dimensional form of currency and a one-dimensional product, we're now multi-dimensional, and we're essentially on every single interface of every different market and every different campaign and education and on a global level, and not just, you know, discreetly to the United States, but across the world. I mean, the things that we're doing is just unfathomable. And I tried to reciprocate that to you guys. And some of you may get it, some might not. I don't know. But I mean, but it's changing, man. It's changing, and we're changing the space as we speak. Like every day that we move on, we are changing how people think about crypto. We are changing the universe as we speak. Like these are things that have never, ever, ever been done. And it's not because they haven't been done because it's a bad thing. It's just nobody's come along and done it yet. The opportunity has been there, but nobody has come together like this team. And the connections and the people we have behind the scenes working on this project, and the developers in the community. That's how this thing happens. You got to start somewhere. So when I tell you guys, like you're essentially sitting on the ground floor of operations for an Apple, for a Microsoft, for the very first opening store at Starbucks. I mean, this is what I feel Saitama is. Like a Walmart. We'll open in the very first Walmart store because it's a one-shop stop. Like you can get everything you need, and cryptocurrency is going to be that brand. It's going to be Saitama, and the way that we market it, as I say, it all funnels back. It all funnels back to Saitama. So it doesn't matter if we're doing a charity event. It doesn't matter if we're saving the spotted owl in Lithuania. It's all going to come back to Saitama. Every single branch, every little tentacle that goes out there, it's all going to flow back to Saitama. So, and that's branding and marketing. So that's just business 101. And we got the people in the right place to do that. We're making the connections to make this stuff happen. And it's, and the more information that I get, and I feel like I feel comfortable in sharing with you guys, that's what we'll do. But I just wanted to come in and say what's up, you guys, and feed you a little bit of information. And that's it. That's all I got.
Russell, Saitama Guru coming and dropping bombs. You guys, Russ, you need to be a motivational speaker because you had me right in the beginning. And I'm so glad before all this stuff has even happened, I've already packed my bags. I'm ready to go with the Saitama community. But I will tell you guys right now, if you are not a believer, this is like someone hitting you in the head with a shovel and saying, there is no way to go from up here, you guys. I mean, come on. Look how the transparency is crazy. Russell's been working on this stuff, and now he comes on, just jumps on to drop the bomb on you guys. I mean, wow. So Russell, absolutely crazy. And just so you guys, there was a question really quick, and I didn't want to miss it. So it says basically, Russell or Max, talk about how increasing the market cap affects Saitama's price.
So the market cap itself is a direct reflection of the price versus the circulating supply. So it doesn't really increase without increasing the price. If you see the market cap increasing, it's because the price of Saitama is increasing. And in this case, since circulating supply is going down because we are burning, you're going to see that price, skyrocket eventually. That's especially with all the work that we're doing behind it. That's kind of where we're going to go.
You guys, go to my Twitter. I'm giving away 100 billion Saitama right now. Please go and tweet out the tweet that I just put out. And for you guys that are new into the stream that just came on, please go to my YouTube. This is my YouTube channel. Please go hit that like and subscribe button to keep getting this content out there. If you guys like these AMAs and all the surprise stuff, let's keep it going. So you guys, my goal is to get to 700 before the end of the stream. We have a lot of people in the stream. Please take a second, go out and hit that like and subscribe button. And of course, please go to everybody else in this live stream and go like and subscribe to them too. You have Saitama Guru. Michael Thompson is the Reset Nutrition, and then at Maxequation, you guys. This is where, if you guys want to know where I'm getting all of my information from, and you guys are new to my channel, this is where I'm getting my information from, and this is how transparent everybody is. And I just can't thank everyone enough for being here, and what a blessing it is. So Russell, since we have you on the live stream, is it all right if I know if you got to get going, or if you just wanted to come and drop that bomb, that's totally fine too. If you got a second for a question or two, I have a question or two for you if you got a second.
Yeah, man. We'll do two questions, and I gotta get on a call in about 5 minutes. So go ahead, man. Shoot, fire away.
Absolutely. So basically, with all these things coming down the pipeline, how soon can we see these people coming on and name dropping the people that have obviously what you guys have been working on? How soon are we going to see that happen, you think?
Monday.
Monday. Wow. I mean, geez, you guys. Monday. Saitama Guru coming and drop bombs.
I can't say 12:35 p.m., but yeah.
Right.
Well, yeah. Monday is safe bet.
Since we have you here, besides that huge bomb, so what is the most up to date for just a really quick overbrief, really quick with Saitama right now, besides obviously what we've already talked about before? Is there anything else coming down the pipelines that no one knows about yet, or something new that we maybe should be looking for?
Always millions of things. It seems like I feel like every day there's probably at least 10 different opportunities and doors that open up in front of us. Some of them are doors with longer hallways that take time to generate and make relevant and come to fruition. And some are like immediate access. So as I think more relevant and more immediate, we'll start creating these NFTs because we can generate these NFTs and do things like that. We have like the game that Steve and Gabe were working on. That's going to take a little bit of time to come to fruition for generating it and developing it. Of course, the Saitama mask is always going to be our bread and butter, right? That's going to be our flow through cosmetic that we're going to do a lot of our work through. So we have gotten quotes for stuff for the MGM Grand where we're going to do the launch, the premiere. So we got some A-listers that we're looking to bring on board with that. So when these NFTs drop, and actually I was just talking to Gabe about how we're going to generate these NFTs and get them out to the people. He's talking about doing some kind of like game where it's like a high score kind of thing. I don't know. There's a few different ideas we're throwing around that we're going to try and do. We just want to make it fair. So everybody has an opportunity to get a chance to win an NFT or buy an NFT rather. So that's always coming up. Like I said, it's just every day, man. It's really difficult to say in detail as things progress and what's going to happen first as opposed to what's happening later and what you guys don't know about. I will say that you guys probably, we are, extremely transparent. We try to tell you guys everything that's going on. But there's just so many things that you guys don't know that I can't really dive into detail with because I don't have enough information on. And some of these things will come to be a reality and some may just not happen. You know what I mean? And it's not because we don't want them to happen. It's just because sometimes things don't work out. There's conflicts involved from a legal aspect or from a scheduling aspect or a monetary. So, but yeah, I would say at least every day there's 5 to 10 different opportunities for Saitama to be involved in other institutes and agencies and partnerships and collaborations and everything and anything in between, from sports to entertainment to charitable events to actual business transactions to to logistics to marketing and retail. And I mean, really, and that's what I mean, like the opportunity for cryptocurrency to play a pivotal role in all these different aspects is huge. Like we're not closed-minded, tunnel vision, saying like if we're Nike, we can only make apparel. If we're a consumer, like we can only, if we create some sort of retail or if we have a certain product, like if I'm a plumber, all I do is go to somebody's house and do their plumbing. I'm not like, yeah, I'm here, but I could like also do your electrician. I can also change your wiring. Like we can literally do whatever we want. And these opportunities as they become available, it's just a matter of finding how we fit in. How can Saitama be a part of what you're trying to do? How can we integrate our companies? How can we integrate this partnership and collaborate to make it work not only for us, but for you? Because it's always win-win when you're dealing with other people and trying to generate partnerships. You just have to find a way that everybody's happy and everybody wins. So in the end, like I said, it all funnels back to Saitama. It all funnels back. So no matter what we do, it's going to increase brand awareness. It's going to be something that's huge for us. And it's at this point in the game, what we have to focus on is getting the name out there, because you all know that cryptocurrency represents a very small market. If we can expand that market, if we can bring more money into the crypto space, that is what we need to do. I mean, we don't want to funnel all the money in crypto to Saitama. I mean, that would be great, but that's unrealistic. We want to broaden the scope and bring in more. So if there's a $3 trillion market cap in general across all cryptocurrencies, we don't want all 3 trillion, right? We want to expand that so there's $150 trillion flowing into cryptocurrency. And then we can take our portion. Then we can stake our relevancy. Then we can make the Saitama name and a household brand, because that's what essentially is going to be the catalyst and secure longevity for cryptocurrency and for this project. So that's where our focus is, and we're on our way. And I think we're making leaps and bounds every day. I can speak for myself, Max, everybody else, Mr. Thompson even too, is just a holder, like you said, in this project, is burning the midnight oil, man, coming on here, we're talking with you guys, talking to the community, connecting the dots, making these things happen, moving and shaking. And that's what it takes. And not just us as developers or people, but it's everybody in the community. Everybody on this live stream right now, everybody in the Telegrams and Twitter and everything else, that plays just as much as a pivotal role. Like, how many people probably on this live stream have single-handedly walked a cousin or a brother or a sister through the process of opening a trust wallet, buying Ethereum, swapping to Saitama? They wouldn't have done that otherwise if it wasn't for you walking them through it. They weren't going to take the time to learn how to do that on their own, and they sure as hell weren't going to buy Saitama with it, because they would have bought something else, like an Ethereum, a Cardano, something more branded, something more well known. So everybody in this chat, everybody in the community is playing a very pivotal role to increasing our overall, expansion in the market and otherwise, and on a global level. So not just the United States, but we got holders in probably every single continent on the world. So it's just as important. Like Mr. Thompson was saying earlier, we got to get out there and playing a crucial role in the community, in the wolf pack. You're holders, man. You're all partial business owners to Saitama Incorporated. Because you don't have a fancy title. You can have mine if you want. It comes with a lot of work.
That's right.
You know what I mean? But yeah, you guys. You guys are all stakeholders, right? You're shareholders in Nike when it was being generated in a warehouse in somewhere, in the middle of nowhere. That's where you guys are at right now.
Yeah, I tell everybody that we're all the wolf pack. I've talked to many people that I've either taught them how to look at cryptocurrency as, a medium for growth and other things. I have friends that had started doing seminars and helping other people learn about cryptocurrency. So I think, I challenge anybody to do the same. Just get involved, and and we'll all grow together.
Absolutely. Well, Russ, we know that you have to get going. I just want to say thank you so much for taking time out of your day to come on my channel and telling everyone the update. It means a lot to me. It means the world to me. What a blessing to have you on. And thank you again for coming on the show, and look forward to talking to you again. Like I said, anytime you want to come in, you're more than welcome. Just shoot me a DM and I'll send you a link. And I appreciate everything you're doing for the Saitama community.
Awesome, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, likewise. Keep doing what you're doing, man. The more people out there like yourselves that are putting the name out there and taking that leap and doing your part, that's how we grow, man. So always kudos to you guys, and anybody else for that matter that has a social media platform that wants to bring light to Saitama, man. Kudos to you. Taking that leap of faith. That's all it takes, brother.
Thank you again.
So I got it. All right. See you guys. We'll talk soon. Appreciate it. Thanks, everybody.
All right. Thank you, Russell. Wow, you guys. Saitama Guru coming in and dropping bombs like he always does. Wow. I mean, how crazy is that? I mean, talk about a man with passion and conviction. That is one man right there. And this is just so great to have this community coming together like this. And this just shows everyone that's in the community how transparent we are. I mean, go show me another project that has the transparency that we do. And when Russ says we're, developing our way and we're the pioneers into the crypto space, I 100% back him and think that we are going to be the measuring stick for when a new crypto market or new cryptocurrency comes on, for what they need to do to have a successful project, which tells us that the crypto world's going to evolve. We're going to get away from those people trying to scam people. We're going to get away from those people trying to, get a quick buck, because it's going to show what it takes to have a successful cryptocurrency. And this is one project that is. I'm 100% backing everything that Russell said, and just very blessed that he came on the show. So let's continue on, you guys. We are in the stream an hour 38. I appreciate everything. We're just going to do a quick giveaway, and then we're going to wrap up, and then we'll end off with a couple questions and some notes, and we'll call it a day. But you guys, let's get into the giveaway, which is what everyone wants to do. So we have 144 people for a chance at 100 billion Saitama. And Russell, Max, can you please just tell everyone, what your thoughts are on, my brain's fried. The thoughts, I mean, it's 100 billion right now, but where do you see the project in, 5 years to something relatively, or even the next 6 months, what 100 billion could be worth?
Yeah. Honestly, 5 years out, it's kind of hard to estimate, right? Just because the amount of tremendous growth that we've had in the short period of time, I don't see it being too far fetched from dropping, 2-3 zeros in the next, it can happen next month, it can happen in the next 3 months, and it can happen in the next 6 months. Honestly, the way that crypto works, and the more people find out about everything that we're doing and the community that we're building and what we're truly trying to do here, the faster it'll grow. And I don't see that. Russell had mentioned that we might be at a 1 billion or 2 billion market cap by the end of September. That's super bullish, but I can definitely see that, before the end of the year. So obviously, I hope for the best. I'm a little bit more conservative. I like to plan. I'm the numbers type of person. Yeah, I can definitely see it.
Wow, we appreciate you guys, and so we're going to get into it right now, you guys. I'm just going to go for it. So this is the winner of 100 billion Saitama. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right.
President Show. Everyone's gonna. I promise you, she wins a lot on Jake's stream. Everyone's gonna think this is rigged. Like, this is insane. No, hey, President Show, congratulations, you guys, everyone, to all the winners. Thank you for being on the stream. Appreciate every single one of you guys staying in with us. Make sure you just give me a little bit of time. Please go hit me up on my Twitter. And gas fees are insane right now, so I'll get them to you by this evening or tomorrow. Or we'll just have to kind of play with the gas fees because they're crazy for me right now. So congratulations to all the winners. Max, I appreciate you being here, and I got a couple more questions for Michael Thompson, but I know you're a busy person, and if you got to get going, I understand. If you want to stay, you're more than welcome to. It's totally up to you, and then I'll leave it up to you. But I just got a couple more questions for Michael, and we'll end up.
Yeah. I'll get going here, because it is coming up on some time that I have something to get to. But I appreciate having me on, and
absolutely,
I love talking to people. I have no problem, answering questions. I tell that to everybody. Anytime that anybody has a question, a concern, feel free to reach out, and we'll be more than happy to address it.
Absolutely, Max. Thank you so much for being on the channel. Thank you for coming in. It means the world to me. Like I said, we're just going to keep going one day at a time. But thank you so much for coming on the stream and spending some time with us.
Yeah, and Michael, I'm so glad that I had a chance to have a conversation, just because we haven't had a lot of time or FaceTime together, and I resonate a lot with your story. Awesome. I didn't say it earlier, but I come from a similar background, not a lot of wealth, just hardworking parents, and just taught me good values, and that's kind of what I use every day to push forward.
I appreciate you, brother, for real. There's a real connection there. And the more I get a chance to speak to you and know you, the more I want to stay connected. So I tell you what, you helped me with two things. Help me with Saitama mask, and help me get my hair like that. And I'll appreciate it.
Of course, anytime. All right. Well, so I'll be talking to both of you, and you guys have a great night. And everybody in the Wolfpack, can't wait to see you and talk to you. Look forward to seeing everybody in Las Vegas.
Yeah, for sure. You the man.
Take care,
Max. Take care, buddy.
All right. Thanks, Max.
All right.
Michael, it is great to have you on the stream.
I'm glad to be here, brother.
It has been absolutely an epic show for me. I just kind of want to go through, and I know we have kind of a similar background in the sense of the the sports and everything like that, but how is it important? Because I see people coming in the stream and when's Lambo, when's this, and in your experience with successful projects, because I know you have experience with projects and growing them and making them successful. How important is it to have that hardworking attitude, the positivity? Trying to get everyone's next step, like everyone, to me is, hey, tell your mom, tell your grandparents, tell the person down the street, how important is it to have that hardworking ethic in the beginning of a project?
It's everything. I mean, literally it starts, I think anything successful, anything that is of great worth, great value, it starts with, first of all, your mindset. If your mindset is positive, you have the willingness to not just think positive, but do positive. It takes action. Again, kind of faith without works is dead. So the reality is that once you have the mindset, once you have the focus and the attitude, then you have to go to work. And you can't be afraid of the hard work, because that's the separator. To me, I think the great separator between a great idea and a great execution is the decision to go to work. because I often was told growing up, and certainly as I got into business, nothing is more powerful than a made-up mind. Nothing more powerful than a made-up mind. So if you have your mind made up that this is what you're going to do, this is how you're going to get it done, sure, you're going to have disappointments. Welcome to life. Sure, you're going to have failures. Welcome to life. Sure, you're going to have people to doubt you, to talk about you, to tell you it's not going to work. Of course, you're going to have that. My goodness, if you don't prepare yourself for that, you'll never make it. You'll never get out of the gate. So the reality is that mindset of no matter what, I'm going to make it happen. The work ethic is everything. So if you can compete with yourself, because I know that I don't compete. I used to compete with other people. I used to compete with other people's success, meaning I would see someone become successful or have something that I want or be in a place that I wanted to be, right? And I would feel so down because I would look at my situation, or at least where I was in relation to where I thought someone else was. And that would bother me so bad. I would be so down and depressed, and nothing would really be wrong with what I'm doing. I'm just not there yet. But I would create so much unnecessary pressure and such unnecessary, unrealistic mindset that I would cause myself to be down. And I realized that you cannot compete against other people or other people's situation. You can only compete against your own goal. Your number one competitor is not next to you. Your number one competitor is not in front of you. Your number one competitor is not behind you. Your number one competitor is in the mirror. So that reality is when you look at yourself, those days where you don't want to get up, that's the day to fight. Imagine you only went to work when you felt good. You know, I realized something. No one gets paid for trying. Did you know that? No one gets paid for trying. How about this? How about anybody that has a job? Call your boss and tell them the morning that you're supposed to be at work, tell them I tried to get there. No one gets paid for trying. You only get paid for showing up, and you only get paid for producing. So that's a state of mind. So when I got try out of my vocabulary and I got get the job done and replace that into my vocabulary, then the work becomes easier because you grow with it. You grow with the work. Work becomes a natural part of your focus on a daily basis. So that's what I'd say to anybody. Whatever your mindset is to get something done or to move to the next level, you've got to be ready to go to work, and you've got to be ready to take disappointment because that's a part of it. You know, people say, "Hey, Mike, I'm afraid to fail," and I said, "You know what? You're also afraid to succeed when you feel that way." You know, people ask often. I said, "Hey, I don't fear failure because I've mastered it." You know why? Hey, Cody, I know how to fail so good, man. I know how to fail epically. I know how to fail terribly. But you know why? It's because of that. I also know how to pick myself back up because of that. Because you don't learn everything when everything is going well. You don't get the best education when everything is perfect and easy peasy. You get the best education when things aren't going right. You learn the most from problems. It's almost like relationship. How do you know if your relationship is strong or not? Unless you go through adversity. If it's always love and lovey-dovey all the time, be careful. Watch yourself, right? If something is always so lovey and happy, that's easy. But how do you know someone is truly your friend? You know when the hard times come, not when it's easy. It's the hard times. Who's going to be there with you when you're not at the height of your game? Who's going to be there with you when you lose everything? Who's there with you when you're no longer at the place that people believed you were supposed to be? Who's with you then? That mindset to continue to brush yourself off and to keep moving, that's the mindset of a winner. It's not the ones that are always at the top. The top is the outcome. The top is the end result. But the input, people don't see the work. You think about what Russell just said. Just to get to this place, how much work do you think that individual, that man had to do along with the team just to get to this place? How many things didn't work? We're just announcing the things that are working right now. He's announcing the things that are working. But think about this. How many times or how many opportunities came that didn't work before you even get to that point? Someone that's willing to go through that and continue to grow. Hey, I'll give you another one real quick. How many people know the story of Babe Ruth, the baseball player? What is he known for? When you hear Babe Ruth, what is he known for on the baseball field? He's known for hitting home runs, known for hitting them out the park, right? But you know, when you study history, and I actually didn't know this until not too long ago, is Babe Ruth, he was known for hitting the home runs, the most home runs. But you know, he was also in the record books for the most strikeouts too. I didn't know that. Think about that. He was known for the most strikeouts and also known for the most home runs. And for someone who's not the sharpest knife in the drawer like me, I think simply, what does that mean? All that means is he just swung the bat more than anyone else. That's all. He swung the bat more than anyone else. So if you're not willing to get up there and swing that bat, that's the work. And you got to swing it more than anybody else. You want to win? You work harder. I knew that if I was going to be successful with all the adversity, with all the challenges, with all the odds against me in every way, I'm not supposed to be here. You know, you think about it, in the neighborhoods that I grew up in, statistically, I'm not supposed to be here. Coming from a broken home, you know, a single parent, single mom household, I'm not supposed to be here statistically. The greatest chance that I'm not here is the odds are not in my favor. But I never cared about odds. My mom never even taught me about odds. All she taught me about was you win by you being who you are and staying focused on your goals. And so mindset, answering your question in the longest possible way I can, answer your question.
No,
mindset,
I love it.
It's everything. It's mindset. It's everything. It's not going to go for you right all the time. Just know that. That chart is not going to always go up. We know that already. Like, you got to come into this knowing that the price of Saitama is not always going to go up. There's going to be some times when it goes down. But guess what? When that happens, what is your mindset? What is your mindset? And what's my mindset? My mindset is, if I know I'm here for the long haul, I know it's going to be like this. Hey, believe me, if life was like this, right? That's not life at all. If you walked in the hospital and you saw a monitor like this, that's no longer life. Life is like this. Is that right? That's action. That's life. That's the reality of life. Hey, this is a good thing. When this is happening, that means you always have a chance to win. When that's happening, the minute you see this, that's it. That's over. So I would say mindset is everything. Attitude is everything, but the work is everything else. That's the difference. And so for me, the focus is always focusing on the work, because believe me, the harder you work, and I've seen this even in sports and athletics, you know, everybody's not walking in the gym 6'10", 6'11", right? I'm 6'1". So guess what? I really have to work. I really have to put the work in. So in this reality, the ones that are willing to put the work in, that's not afraid of rolling up the sleeves, those are the ones that have the best chance of making a difference. So that was my attitude, is just when I come here, not to just sit and wait to be spoon-fed great news or wait to be spoon-fed great opportunity. Create it. Be the change that you want to see. And that's my focus, and that's my attitude. And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. Like I said, I'm no different. I want to win, and I love now I have a chance to meet everybody and have a chance to interact with individuals. Hey, listen, I want to see you by the time we get to Vegas. I want to hear your story. I want to see and hear how this opportunity has changed your focus, changed your life, given you an opportunity to give back, give you an opportunity to create some of the goals. I heard Russ tell me, and I believe he's okay with me sharing this, but a particular story, this is the kind of stuff that touches my heart. But I know he shared with me a story. He said, hey, Russ, I'm excited because for many years, I have been trying, him and his wife have been trying to get a house and just not able to pay the down payment, just not able to pay the initial down payment to get a house. Working, good family, good mindset. But he said because of the opportunity with Saitama, he was able to put just a couple of dollars in to, you know, establish himself with Saitama. And because of the growth of the company, because of the growth of the price, he was able to generate enough money to finally be able to put down on a house for him and his family. I mean, what a story. I mean, that's what it's about, making a difference. And that's the mindset of people who go to work. And that's what makes the difference for everybody. So I am here to be whatever I can be to make a difference. You know, that's it. That's it. No different than anyone else. I appreciate the love. I do, because I reciprocate that. And I take it serious. You know, if someone believes in you, if someone is looking at you in some degree for support, you know, emotionally or in any capacity, if you have it to give, then I believe you give it. And that's all I try to do. And that's it. I'm no different than anyone. Hey, I screw up often too. I make lots of mistakes. You know, as long as I'm wrapped in skin, right, I am going to make mistakes. I'm not always at the top. Nobody is. So hopefully when when something goes in my life and it's not quite where we all want it to be, hey, rally around me. I'd love to hear, hey, Mike, we support you. We love you. And so vice versa. Guess what? Hey, Cody, I support you, brother. I love you, brother. Let's make it happen together. That's what this is about. That's what I appreciate.
And Michael Thompson, I mean, just how well spoken that is. A motivational speaker is definitely what you are. Nam's in the house. Just wanted to say a quick hi to Nam. Thank you for stopping in. But you know, and that, yeah, and that's the hardest thing, Mike, is that's why I wanted you to kind of end the stream, because of the positivity. But at the end of the day, you've worked really hard and where you should be at. Like you said, statistically, I shouldn't be here, you know, but you know what? You made your own opportunities, you made your own goals, you made your own perseverance, but it came with what big factor? Sacrifice. Anyone that is successful, that has done great things in anything in their life, they have had to sacrifice to get there. And just to be 100% clear with everybody, so you guys know where I'm coming from, I'm not some rich investor. I used to be a firefighter in California. I retired because I got hurt. I pro rodeoed a little bit. And then we had this opportunity for Saitama. So guess what we did? We had an extra car that was not mine. It was my girlfriend's. And, you know, we had a chance to sell it, make some good money. We've saved up some money. And we put it into the project. So, you know, awesome. You know, and so this is where we're coming at you guys. You guys want transparency and honesty. That's where you go. But when you listen to a guy like Michael that's been there in the trenches and he's made himself and he's worked his way up and he's done something with his life and he's coming here and giving you guys knowledge, I would listen, because there's not any reward without sacrifice and there's no reward without hard work and perseverance. I promise you that. So you guys that are in this chat that are, you know, now let's put this towards Saitama, you guys. Let's get out there. Let's tell everyone we can. Let's do our work. The sacrifice is, you know, what's you know, put in what you can. And that's not going to break the bank. But at the same time, just know, like what Michael said, there's going to be ups and there's going to be downs. But at the end of the day, you know, is when we're here in a year, here from 6 months, where are we going to be? And when we do get there to Vegas, I would, you know, love to see Michael and say hi to him. Love to see everybody else. And I want to hear your story too of, you know, how did this change your life? Because Saitama is here to change lives, is going to change lives. And that is what I'm excited for, is the future. And deep down in my heart is just like everything, as Michael is saying, I know I've done it. I, you know, failed in my rodeo career. Technically I failed, you know, and I made it to, you know, I made it to a certain level. And the work ethic, that all that stuff, but it's how you guys take it and what you do with your life, you know, that is the most important thing to me. And what Michael's saying is something that is not what he isn't saying isn't because he is reading from a script, is because it's something that he lived by. And this is what has made him successful. And I want to be successful. So those are the things that I would listen to. So Mike, I appreciate you being on the stream. We'll wrap it up right now. If there's is there any last words you'd like to say?
Yeah, I'd just like to say, first of all, I appreciate everybody. Number one, we're in this together. And I just love the opportunity that we're in right now, the place that we're in right now, because I know there's going to be tremendous testimonials that are going to come from this, for those that hold, for those that focus, and for those that continue to believe and continue to share. 6 months from now, 3 months from now, 2 weeks from now, whatever, there's going to be a difference in where you are from this moment to where you will be. And so I just want to be a part of that story in any regard. So it's no more than shaking your hand, you know, there's no more than giving you a hug when I see you, you know, there's no more than just an encouraging word. You know, I think that's where we all build the community together and we all focus together. And that's how we're all going to win together. So I want to see your story. These names that I see in the chat, these names and individuals that I see on the lives and all those things. Oh, there it is. These things we see on the live. You know, I want to be able to put that off the screen and in person, so I can actually shake your hand, so I can actually look you in the eye, man to man or man to woman or whoever, and just say, hey, you know what? I appreciate you. And I'm glad that you held long enough to see your dreams realized. I love a story like that. Love it. If I can be a part of it in any way, I will do my part. That's all.
Absolutely. And you guys that are listening, that you're in right now, that have stayed with us this long, I appreciate you guys. If you guys look on the screen right now, Reset Life Nutrition, this is your boy, Mike Thompson. Go follow him right now. Go show him some love. You know, let's get him out there, you guys. If he is, as you guys can see on the stream, since he's been talking, this is just an incredible partner to have in the Wolfpack with
Awesome.
positivity and the things that he's done in his life and to show his experiences for us. And it definitely gives me a lot more focus and it gives me a lot more drive because you guys, the work isn't done yet. The work is just beginning. Right. And when we get to the end of this and we get to Vegas and we talk to everyone, I'm excited to hear the success stories. So,
hey, Cody,
Michael,
I just want you to know before we go that my brother, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of yours. I'm a fan of what you do in your work. So I tell you what, keep going, keep pushing, keep moving, keep shaking, keep making a difference, man. Because a guy like me is looking at you for support as well. So I'm learning from you too, brother. So just know we're in it together. So keep moving, man. I love what you're doing.
And absolutely. And everybody in this stream right now, I started my YouTube channel a little while ago. You know, everyone's got a voice, but it's the people that take charge that want to make a difference. And anyone can do it. It takes hard work. It takes perseverance. But look, these guys are not impossible to reach. You guys, if you guys have a drive to want to get out there and do something, do it. And Michael, not only am I a huge fan of yours, but I'm going to be embarrassed when I meet you and I'm like, hey, here, can I get an autograph really quick?
Oh my God. Hey, well, don't worry, because I'm gonna ask for yours too, so we can do a jersey exchange. I'll have my shirt, you switch shirts, whatever. We exchange it.
I definitely would love to do that. I would definitely love to do that. But everyone, thank you so much for staying into the stream. Michael, what a blessing to have you and to share your wealth of knowledge. I really appreciate you, brother. And I look forward to having you on the stream again. And it's been just an amazing ride with you, brother.
You got it, man. Hey, call me anytime. I'll put my number in the chat at the Twitter and hit me up, man. Call me anytime. I'm always up.
Shoot me a message on my Twitter with your number, and we'll hook up and we'll talk. And would love to do so.
You got it. I'm loving it. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you all. Let's get it. Let's make it happen.
All right, everyone. I'm Cody Keeling, and I'm out.
Michael Thompson. I am out.